welcome to Game and Scotch, and today we're getting controversial.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my
Cue
God.
intro.
We're talking about 9/11. No.
We're talking... So,
It was an inside job.
welcome to Game and Scotch. I'm joined by Dan the Younger,
Hello.
Dan the Elder. Enough. Enough. That's all I... Just please, just enough. And Garrett the brother. Dad. Fucking enough. Okay.
See what I started?
See what you started. And I will end it. I'll turn this car around.
I'm oblivious.
I'll shut this
I'll
fucking camera off.
We're not going to Wonderland.
No.
No.
But the Ghoster Coaster.
The
I
coaster
want to ride
coaster.
the Mind
Fuck,
Buster.
that coaster is a
It'll give you the scoots. Yeah.
It'll give you the
dude.
I was
give
on
you
it when
a-
I was 6 and I nearly pissed myself. It was scary and I haven't been back since.
The line of that fucking ride is so long for some reason. It's all filled with
because
kids.
it's famous, dude. It's a
garbage.
famous ride.
Yeah.
You get on it and it's like, that was shit.
Well, it's like any ride at
And
Wonderland.
then it takes a picture of you just sad.
Yeah. It's because you've paid $60 to be at fucking Wonderland.
And then you're hungry and you have to pay
Yeah.
another 12
Like-
for a hot dog.
They
that's
trap
half
you, man.
cooked.
They got
You buy a Coke and it's $5.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
man.
Canada's Wonderland.
Canada's Wonderland.
Yeah.
We're Canadian. So in this episode, if you guys haven't tuned into Game of Scotch yet, we're a show where we combine gaming and alcohol. Today we're
Sad.
drinking. Garrett and I are drinking the Jameson Scotch. It's Irish Scotch whiskey. Irish whiskey. See, I don't even know what the fuck I'm
Irish
talking
Scotch
about.
whiskey.
And Daniel
I'm
over here is
drinking
drinking
a Scottish beer. It's a Brewdog Punk IPA.
Punk IPA.
For my punk cred. I don't have punk.
We call him Brewdog.
That's your name now. Okay, we got Dan the Younger, Brewdog, and
Yo, what do you think of Zelda, Brewdog?
Whoa!
what do you think of Zelda?
Let me tell you.
Dude, he starts
Yo,
bringing
you
that to
cool
the Zelda
cat.
rap.
Yeah.
Cool cats.
Oh, what is it? The
That
fucking
used to be my-
Octorok's totally rad.
I'm concerned his
Yeah.
lab is rubbing.
I think Brewdog is
concerned.
just. I think Brewdog is just Dan with
Can
his
we
hat
listen
on
to it real quick?
backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah, when he puts his hat, yo, put your hat on backwards.
put your hat on backwards.
Brewdog!
Holy shit, it's
Brewdog! Holy shit, it's Brewdog! Brewdog's here!
Wait, where'd it go?
Oh, Brewdog's gone. Where'd he
He's
go?
got a kazoo.
He's got a kazoo.
You on Kazoo. You guys ever watch that? You on Kazoo?
Yes.
It's fucking so good.
Is
eh?
that with the kid going?
You're my friend.
Yeah.
my friend.
Wait
That
a
kid-
minute. Who
what's,
are
what's
you?
terrifying is that kid looks like me when I was a kid.
This looked like you.
That looked like
That's
me.
Aiden.
I could
That
see
looked
that.
like me.
Damn.
When I was a baby.
You were you on Kazoo.
You
Still
So the
are.
rails,
It's
we're
just
off
me in the
them.
background too. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute.
So we're talking Zelda today, boys and girls. We're gonna talk about what our favorite Zelda game is and what our least favorite Zelda game is. So hopefully no one gets too mad.
I'll be fucked. You said
Dan's
one
gonna be
wrong.
furious.
Yeah, he's already mad.
One wrong. I'm already mad.
I'm already mad. Here we go.
We haven't even started.
So
Good.
I'll
I
take
guess
those cactus
Hold on,
plants
hold on.
over there.
Cheers.
cheers. Oh yeah.
Get 'em
Cheers,
up.
gentlemen.
Get him up.
Ting kong ching ching bling bling. Oh, Dan's the younger. He's young.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Be good.
Wait, I have a drink.
Stick to your huffing.
Oh
Do I?
no,
Okay.
Dan, you have a problem.
Stick to your.
Dan, stop trying to kill
Yeah.
yourself on the podcast. We've been enough. I've
Last
got
time
enough
he
of
tries
it.
to drink bleach, and this
Yeah.
time he's huffing Febreze.
It does kind of smell bad.
We are sponsored by Febreze. Click www.febreze/Game and Scotch.
Yeah, don't
to get a
don't
new
do
coupon
whippets
code.
off
Forget it.
Febreze.
0% off.
Get 0% off Febreze.
Did you say do whippets off Febreze?
Yeah, you know what? You're a modern
would
gentleman. You
smell
can
good.
do whatever you want.
It would
yeah.
smell good.
Yeah, exactly. You'll leave a nice smelling
It
fresh
might
corpse.
actually just detox your body.
Yeah.
It doesn't say not to eat. Yes,
Well, then there you
It
go.
definitely does.
it says explosion. Don't explode the shit, but keep out of reach of children.
This
and pets.
episode brought to you by Febreze Whippets.
yeah.
We're off topic. Zelda.
We're off topic. We're talking Zelda.
Different podcast.
Who wants to
entirely.
start? Who wants to tell us their favorite Zelda game? Who wants to go first?
Ocarina of Time is my favorite Zelda.
Oh,
game.
you're going first.
And this is why.
I just feel like we didn't discuss this.
Nope.
You're
It-
going first.
It is the best Zelda game. and
Okay,
anyone
well,
who
apparently we
disagrees-
run a podcast of anarchists.
Yep.
If
and
you just feel like you fucking go first, you stupid asshole.
You said
Fuck you.
Who's going first? Then I win first. No, you can't go first.
Alright.
mean you.
So Ocarina of Time, boring.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
Okay, here's why. All right. One, I was a
Dad's
young.
like-
That was my first game I ever fucking played, and that it just holds a good spot in my heart. That, and it's also was like that was when I was like, holy shit, games can be 3D and work. And sure, it had its gimmicks or not gimmicks, but like faults. Everyone's like, oh, Z targeting was shit. But you know
Wrong.
what? It paved the surface for all the other fucking Z targeting games.
Yeah, you're right, totally.
And it had a pretty good story. The dungeons were pretty good. I really enjoyed them. Shadow Temple still scares the shit out of me. Fucking
Oh man, those
Under the Well?
those flesh monster things.
yeah, the
are-
big bongo boy. Like
Oh
goddamn.
my
Yeah.
goodness.
It was scary, and I
It's
just
spooky.
yeah, it was just a really
Spooky
fun
dudes.
game. I had a lot of fun with that game, and I played at least like 15 times to this day. Like I've played it so many fucking times, and I don't know. It never gets not fun for me. That's why it's my favorite.
Great, thank you. Now, what's your least favorite?
All of the other ones.
All other Zelda games suck.
And next episode, we devoured him the younger
We force feed him the Febreze
for his heresy.
We cut them down.
Oh man, you're next. What's your favorite one?
I'm next.
Go for it.
Oh jeez. Oh man. Oh god. I'm conflicted. That's for sure.
Yeah. There's so
Fucking
many
fucking
options.
weird.
Well, there's
Oh,
what?
so
Eight, there's
so many of
17, 18 main series
Oh,
titles.
Blow your
man,
brains
there's
out.
so many
Someone's
of
gonna
them.
take this from you.
Cause I don't want to be boring. I don't want to be boring because I think Ocarina is also my favorite.
Go with what's in your heart.
Wow, it just
Speaking-
follows what I
Go
said.
with what's in your heart.
Real creative.
Heart-contained.
Yeah, we're getting controversial today, boys.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Ocarina of Time podcast.
Yeah, I think Ocarina of Time is my favorite, but I think honestly, it's so weird. I think Breath of the Wild is a close second.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear why.
And was that shade?
No. I actually was interested.
I'm
to hear
fucking
why.
blind
then
and
he
I felt
started
the
laughing.
shade. Yeah.
I know. I felt the shade. man.
That
I really
blotted
did
out
want
the
to hear
sun.
why.
That was
And
so
that's
much
actually
shit.
one of them that I don't like a lot.
Really?
What?
I know that's
Ah.
controversial.
Is it because there's reading?
Wow.
Yeah, I can't
Okay,
read.
Yeah.
No, I just don't like the dungeons in it. They're just like you could beat them in 10 minutes. They're easy as shit.
Okay, yeah, that was my gripe too, but
And
I
Dan-
still think as a Zelda. Okay, we're gonna talk. About
Yeah,
it.
go
Should
for
we
it.
should we talk about this now or
Yeah.
a bit?
Dan, you can't keep using the excuse that you're young. Like you should learn how to read.
You're 18 now.
Yeah.
Come on.
You should know.
Yeah.
How have you gotten this far?
Yeah.
God, Zelda Breath of the Wild is really not good.
Hell,
game.
I
There's
sent
a lot of reading.
I sent you text messages asking you if you wanted to be on this podcast. How did you even understand those?
My phone tells me them.
Yeah, it
My
just
phone reads them out. Okay, well, why don't we cycle around and we can start debating.
My
What's your
girlfriend
favorite?
Siri helps me out.
What's your favorite? Comment below.
Probably like I love Breath of the Wild. I was at a formative age when Ocarina came out. I adore that game, but it's probably Wind Waker. Weirdly.
I forget your favorite.
I think so.
I'm
guy-
debating your ass.
This guy doesn't like Wind Waker.
I'm debating your ass.
Yeah.
You're baiting my.
I'm
I don't.
debating your ass and masturbating your
Oh
ass.
well, hey. You know, just find the button, kid.
Wow.
And no, it's just it felt empty at first, but then when you get island to island to island, there's like charm at each island, I think, and I actually liked the original more than the remake, than the HD remake, because it's like,
I
hey,
totally agree.
fucking Bloom effect. What is this? It's like it was Zelda by J.J. Abrams. It was just all bloom and Bloom
Well,
and
it
Doom.
looked great on the GameCube, and then they remastered it on the Wii U, and it was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
It looks incredible.
Yeah.
This game doesn't age at all.
Yeah.
You could trick someone to think this is like a modern Zelda game.
Yeah,
totally.
it was gorgeous, and that's the difference between graphics and aesthetic.
Yeah.
There's shit.
And art design and
Yeah.
and just that stuff that stuff evolves. I mean, like keeps up with times.
Yeah.
Graphics not so much.
Yeah,
So I pose a question then. What GameCube Zelda game did you think looked better, Wind Waker or Twilight Princess?
definitely Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twilight Princess looked really muddy. It looked like
Looked like everything was covered in dirt.
yeah, but to be fair, everything at that time did.
Yeah.
Like friggin' Gears of War was coming
Yeah.
out not far
That's true.
after, and it was just like painted with
Even
blue
like
brown.
Brawl, when that first came out, like everything looked dirty.
Dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
Dirty.
So that was just the aesthetic of the time, and I mean, it made sense for Twilight Princess to have that
Yeah.
tone, but yeah. And I came to love that game, but yeah, no, favorite is definitely Wind Waker.
For sure.
Actually, I gotta change. my
Nintendo
favorite.
always seems to hit it out of the park when they
Is
go
it
for
Wind
a
Waker now?
simpler style.
No,
Yeah,
definitely.
Twilight.
Twilight Princess.
Oh, he's changing.
Twilight and Ocarina are
Princess.
very tied for me, to be honest.
Well, okay, so I guess like your reason for liking Ocarina of Time is it nostalgia? Is it
A lot of it has to do with nostalgia.
It's nostalgia, yeah.
I think Twilight Princess just took like what Majora's Mask did badly and then nailed the tone, but then went with like the traditional Zelda formula or whatever, where you weren't on a time limit and it allowed you to explore. And like that was the first game that I was like, holy shit, this world is fucking sick. Like I remember like the first time being in Hyrule Town or whatever, like the castle, and like there was like people and like you could talk to them, and like there was bustling crowds. Like it was like, holy shit, this is like what Zelda would be like if it was like a real like medieval time looking ass. Like, I don't know. It was interesting.
So I'm gonna segue that into my Breath of the Wild thing, because my first experience with Ocarina of Time, I was, it was very magical, because it was just like you haven't seen anything like that before. And this is like when I first started gaming. So like first time going into the Deku Tree, that was like I will never forget that. Going to like Hyrule Castle. First seeing Hyrule Fields, finding Epona, like just had so many like magical moments in that game, and that I just never really had that again in like a Zelda series. Like I never really had that like that childlike wonder of the game. Yeah. And then I never really rediscovered that until Breath of the Wild.
Really?
Where I really felt like it brought me back to my childhood wonder, kind of like, what's that over there? And then like it takes me 10 minutes to get
when
there.
You come
and
out
like,
of
oh, that's cool. And like,
when you come out of stasis and like that, when you come out of the first cave and it just the camera with the long pull, and it's just like you see everywhere you can go. I was just like, holy shit! I can go
when I first
everywhere.
played it, I played a demo at one of the Switch events that our game store was going to. I won't say the game store's name, but I remember like just playing that first 10 minutes of it, and I was sitting there like I was almost in tears. I'm like, this was so beautiful. Like the music, just the first time you see Hyrule Fields. I'm like, I've never felt this way since Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
Skyrim Sword.
Skyrim
Sword. I love Skyward Sword. I think I was one of the minorities that liked it. Some people really didn't like it.
I really liked it. I liked they nailed the motion control.
I liked that. I don't know what people were complaining about. I'm like, it just adds a little bit more depth to where you swing. Oh my god, this bitch is gonna be throwing shade this whole episode. He's gonna send us the Shadow Realm.
I'll get to that one when we talk about our least favorite.
Oh my god. Okay, Garrett, what is your favorite Zelda? Have you played many
Graffiti
Zeldas?
Kingdom.
Graffiti Kingdom. Have you played any Zeldas, or what's your experience with Zelda?
Very limited.
Because I remember you had Ocarina on the 3DS.
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
But that was very, very post.
I'm sure that sounds good on the mic.
Yeah, you're gonna hear that.
Yeah, I don't really play the Zeldas, so.
As an outsider, like an outsider of Zelda, like what do you think about? Like, do you feel that there's been an effect of?
I think it's for
from
babies.
I'm
just kidding.
When we said controversial, we meant it.
I want to stir up
it.
some
So
shit.
it's 2 people dead.
2 people are dying in our next episode.
Oh god.
But no, like, do you feel like Zelda has had an effect on the game industry? Like, do you feel like you've played games that were...
Z-targeting is like a huge thing that
Yeah.
I did. Also, like the whole inventory being like every item is its own little mechanic, like the pocketed world kind of thing. I feel like Mario Odyssey is definitely like just that, where it's like imagine if Zelda had like 1 item per area kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what
Well,
Mario Odyssey
that's how
kinda-
they used to do it back in the day. It's like you had to go.
Oh
to
right, you had your boomerang or your bomb.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And or in like Link to the Past, you would go to a new dungeon and get a new item per dungeon, and that was the only way
It's
that
almost
you
like
could
Sonic,
get
where
through.
you could take it wherever you want after that. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's very cool, right? Like I like choices in games, and I feel like that's definitely one of the earliest like choice givers.
Yeah.
And weren't we were talking about how do you think Dark Souls was influenced by Legend of Zelda?
Oh yeah, any third person
sure.
adventure
Yeah.
game is I
Big
think.
time.
Because like I can't think of anything before Zelda that was like that tight on controls.
Right.
Third person, because like everything that was like a fantasy game before that is like I can't remember the name, but like FromSoft had this early first person game, and like everything was very like just numbers based still.
Right.
And like Zelda was much more like beat the shield and then stab them, and like that's really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
And I mean, like you can even go further back to like look at the innovation of Zelda. Like NES, first time it was using like save files was the original Zelda, and it had like built-in RAM on the cartridge. Like that shit was never done before.
Yeah.
And then it just paved the way for all the other games to start with save files and ditching the whole password.
Are you telling me Nintendo was ahead of its time back then?
Oh, they've always
Oh my god.
working with the Yakuza gives you a good start.
Oh, that's a topic for another time.
Yeah, the virtual boy would like a word.
Virtual, I like the word. Cool. So, no opinion
No.
or Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time.
I have opinions.
Ocarina. No, I mean like, what's your favorite Zelda? Like, well, the only one you
Literally
played.
the one you've played.
Yeah, I was gonna say Breath of the Wild. I'll just talk about that one because I think that one's the coolest.
Okay.
Like the biggest.
Okay.
Kind of like what God of War did when we were talking about that on the other episode, where it's like it needed something new, but it still kept enough of its old face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Breath of the Wild was definitely refreshing, because like I don't know if like, I guess if they released another Zelda game that just went by the standard traditional Zelda formula, I probably would have still loved it or whatever. But I don't know if like, maybe I would have hated it because it's just the same old
More
shit
the
that I've.
same.
And they're trying to
It
recreate
was-
the Epona moment, or they're trying to
Yeah.
recreate the.
What they changed, I think, what the series needed to like just a revamp of gameplay and
Just a little touch up.
yeah.
At the same time, with the way the Switch is and the demographic that it tries to target, that's kind of the perfect thing they need, is just like old games that you can feel nostalgic about, but with new experiences that new players can jump in and be like, oh shit, this is what I've been missing out on. And like, you know,
Well, I think when Skyward Sword came out, remember when you're on those like loft wings and you're
Yep.
flying above the clouds? Yeah, it was great. But a lot of people were like, they kind of wanted more of that. Like they
Yeah.
wanted the more exploration. I think that's their influence of Breath of the Wild was kind of
Yeah.
like people wanted that in Skyward, and then they're like, oh shit. And then they looked at Skyrim, they're like, oh shit, that game's cool. And
Even Assassin's Creed Origins is
Yeah.
taking that kind of path.
Yep.
Everything's becoming the game of life, where it's like, yeah, you could walk into a city, look out at it, and be like, I can go anywhere I want.
Yeah.
yeah.
No one's stopping
Oh,
you.
for sure.
then what's good too is you got like indie games that kind of counteract that hugeness, where it's like,
Yeah.
you know, if you want to go and
Safe
have
space to try
simple,
something
exactly,
fun.
yeah. If you want
Yeah.
something simple, you got these two,
Yeah.
which is great.
What
Yeah.
game just came out? Slap City. Have you guys played that?
Slap
I haven't.
City?
Have you seen that?
What slaps?
Slap City, Google it.
Slap
That sounds great.
City.
It's like a even more party version of Smash Brothers.
Oh wow.
It's like
What?
it's doing really well right now, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Overwhelmingly positive reviews,
I think-
all on Steam. Wow, that actually looks.
Oh,
kinda
Donkey
sick.
played this game.
Yes,
Oh, it's that
I
one,
did
yeah.
watch this video. Okay, I know
Donkey,
exactly.
shout out, I love you.
Shout us back out.
You're great.
Come drink with us.
Come drink with us.
Yeah. Oh, it's early access, and it's
Early
only
access.
$8. That's kind of amazing. I'm gonna go home and buy this.
His Skyrim video was the first one that I'd seen by him. That was the funniest shit I've seen on the
Yeah.
internet.
Come on, Master Chief. Let's get out of here.
A bear wearing a hat or something.
Oh, it was a crab. It was a crab
Was
with
it
a top
crab
hat and a
monocle?
monocle.
That's where I draw the line. Come on, Master Chief. Let's get out of here.
It's so good.
Donkey's my favorite.
But yeah, no, there's definitely that's a sick game.
I don't know why I thought of this, but I'm thinking of Zelda.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
You're weird.
Zelda was in Smash.
Yeah.
Smash is
Well, looks like
slapstick.
there's other game modes there. Like there's something you can. Like
Yeah,
some
are
sort
they
of-
playing
Sort of
soccer?
tennis or yeah? Like
Reminds me of that Rayman
basketball.
Legends
Oh,
kind of volleyball kind
Yeah,
of
there's
thing.
something about basketball.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, well, let's stay on topic.
Yeah, yeah.
We can talk about this in another video.
Okay,
so
so-
our least favorite Zeldas.
Yeah. I guess because I started with my favorite, I'll
What's your
start
least
with
favorite?
least favorite.
Yes, I allow you to go. It's your turn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Gracious.
Yes. Call me senpai.
I'm not calling you. I started it. No.
Notice.
Dad.
Notice me.
I'm Skyward Sword.
Oh, the worst?
I don't know.
Are you fucking...
They're okay.
Well, based on
Are
what
you
you've played,
kidding
if
me?
it's opinion, it's what you play.
Opinion Schminion? The worst Zelda game.
I could say Zelda 2, but everyone fucking would say Zelda 2 because that
Guys!
game was poo poo.
Oh, wow. Lots of...
Liked it.
That's a
You're
lot of
saying you,
controversy.
I
you-
liked
you
Zelda 2.
enjoyed Skyward Sword less than Zelda 2. Come
Yes.
on. Oh,
I don't know.
My
Maybe.
God.
Okay, here's why I didn't like Linked or fucking Skyward Sword.
Why?
I thought it looked dead inside the
oh,
whole
you're
time.
dead inside.
It was just
bitch.
like it wasn't pretty, and
What?
I
How?
didn't like the adventuring, and the only thing that I really enjoyed in that game was just like Groose.
Groose is pretty cool.
Gruesome Smash.
Groose was
Yeah.
great, but I don't know, just like it didn't have that same charm that I felt in the other Zelda games, and like it had its moments, but the motion controls fucking bugged me, and the fact that you had to use them was stupid. And like I don't know, I just didn't like it as much.
All right, well, that's your opinion.
I agree that it felt like I know it felt hollow because
Yeah.
like you're flying around and there's all these clouds and there's 3 holes in the clouds and you're like okay,
And
here,
okay.
here or here.
Skydiving
And
was so cool. in
That was so cool. It was so much fun, but it just needed more. And so I wish they would go revisit the Skyward Sword idea.
I'm not saying it's the
and-
best 3D Zelda game. I
No.
think it's probably the worst 3D Zelda game, but it's definitely not the worst Zelda game.
Not in a world where
our picks are. I'm surprised you didn't do our picks because we talked about this before.
I'm trying to
We're not a fan of. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it.
Somebody say.
The Link's target practice on the Wii was my least favorite Zelda game. Remember that one?
I had so much fun
That was a
with
good one.
Link's
Actually. I really
crossbow
enjoyed it.
training.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was good.
Yeah, with the Wii Zapper.
Yeah, the Wii Zapper. Holy shit!
Oh,
Wii
it was so
Zapper.
satisfying just
What a-
nailing those targets.
What a time to be alive. What are you looking at here? See, this game is fun.
Okay,
That's
so
what we
like,
should stream
this
for our
is
first
sick. Kind of a
stream.
shit picture,
I'm
but,
calling it
like,
here.
why does
I'm
everything
drunk,
look like it's
but
covered in
we,
piss?
Because it's on the
crossbow
fucking
training,
Wii,
Link's
man.
crossbow
Didn't have
training.
enough. Oh, I don't even want to talk.
Link's crossbow training first.
Dude, this was on the
Stream.
Nintendo Wii.
That's
like,
my
an old
that's my
console.
least
The
favorite.
Wii had some good-looking games.
Like what? Name me. Oh, shut up, Aiden. Shut up, Aiden.
What?
There's a lot of
Mario
good.
Galaxy looks really
Yeah,
good.
hello. Like there's a bunch of great
What
looking
else,
games, but like
though?
everything looks like it has this yellow tint for some reason, and just like I don't know.
You know what? Fine. I don't agree, but that's okay. This is why we have this.
Stop
podcast.
getting mad at me.
I'm not mad. I'm just
Also,
disappointed.
fucking Girahim's stupid.
Your game is so hot.
Yeah, I made
Look
some.
at that tongue.
Oh my
Look at him.
Yeah, I had some
Look
questions
how weird
about
out Link
myself.
is.
This was me playing Skyward Sword the whole time. Like,
I didn't like the design of Demise. It's like I'm fighting a giant
Oh, the
pine
weird
cone.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like that. Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Demise look weird.
What's
Yeah.
your least favorite name?
Oh, do you want to do on the
dude,
count of three?
We'll do it in the both. Wait, which one on the thing?
The worst? What?
Which one did you hate? The one? or
Well, I
the
thought we were
second
I
gonna-
like the idea of
I
counting.
thought we were
three.
going
Okay,
to
we're
say it
doing
on the
same
count of three.
Okay,
Three.
One,
Okay.
two-
Majora's Mask.
Oh.
Phantom Hourglass is the
Majora's
worst.
Mask.
No, Phantom Hourglass. No, Spirit Tracks.
Tracks
Spirit
was
Tracks
worse
is
than
worse.
Spirit Tracks. I was gonna
Spirit
say.
Spirit Tracks I hate because they made you play a fucking pan flute, and I hate the pan flute.
I hated the
It's
doing
just the worst
the-
instrument in the world.
Well, the sword slash thing on my DS, I hated because I didn't want my stylus on my touchscreen because it scratched it. I'm like, I don't want to scratch my disc.
How aggressive were you?
Yeah.
You're
gotta-
shady today, man. What do
You've
you
got to
mean?
be a You've got to be a
nodding
gentle
in
little boy.
agreement.
I am gentle,
You're
little
not
boy,
a
but the
gentle
whole
little
game
boy.
you're doing this. I'm like, I'm
No.
gonna scratch something.
Oh, what are you, a fucking cat?
Aiden looks at his disc and goes like, scratches it.
All right.
God.
So
Okay,
Majora's Mask. You're gonna-
well, explain yours, and then I'll explain mine.
I just didn't like Zelda on the DS. I thought
That's
that
fair.
you know, you're complaining with the Skyward Sword. I thought they looked like shit. I didn't like everything was touch. There were some aspects I like. I like that you can draw on your map. So
That
you
was
can
cool.
like be like, okay, so I have to revisit there with this item. I liked that. That was cool. But I just didn't like. I think that's probably.
I
right,
liked
it did
drawing
look like
on
poo-poo.
doors to
Look
unlock
at how
them.
poo-poo he looks. And I understand it's the DS, but like.
Yeah, see, I could use the same argument you used about the Wii. It's a DS, Aiden. Name one good game.
But like, you know, Wind Waker had such a cool art style, and
Well, I can tell you what
Yeah.
I didn't like about the DS ones was that I didn't feel like I was Link. Every other Zelda, you feel like
Yeah.
Link, but on the DS, you're touching with the stylus, and where the stylus touches, you're the fairy, and Link's just like, oh, what's over there, and just like following
He's, like,
the
tripping
stuff.
out, yeah.
And
So
also-
it's like your Navi, and nobody wants that.
Also, I think we understand there's like, you know, there's a lot of Zelda games. I think what we're saying today is the Zelda games we've played. So I've
Yes.
never actually sat down to play Zelda 2. So if everybody out there, it's like, hey, Zelda 2 is the worst. I'm like, well, I've never sat down to play it.
Leave it in the
Also, we're
comments.
not
it.
going to talk about Philips CDI
Yes,
because it
No.
doesn't count.
No, it
It's
doesn't
not a
count.
Zelda game.
Wand of Gamelon.
It never existed. That's the show. I love
That was the show. It's
That was
so
a great
good.
show. I used to watch the shit out of that.
He
as a
puts
kid.
down
did
a
a-
shield, chucks a bomb
I-
under the
I did-
shield, and goes sailing off. It's amazing.
My voice acting class had that Link
That's
voice
fucking
actor in
crazy.
it.
That's amazing.
In Toronto.
amazing.
Yeah, he was
Wow.
like, when we got there, he's like, I'm not going to do it. And then at the end, we're like, please. He's like, excuse me, princess.
Oh my
We're
God.
like, what the fuck?
That's hilarious.
This is amazing.
I want to look at a picture of him now.
Yeah, look him up. I think he does a lot of. He's very successful. Does
Yeah,
lot
give
of-
him a shout out.
Give him a shout out. I
was
just
like,
forget his
maybe
name.
Get
If
him
I can
on the
pull it up.
podcast.
That would be. I should. I'm gonna work on that.
All right.
I'm gonna work on that.
That's not it.
So everybody
Danny
look at
DeVito.
me.
There he is.
My
That's
Jonathan
him. Yep,
Potts.
that's him. Yep, Jonathan Potts. Shout out.
Shout out to Jonathan Potts.
You were great. I had a really great couple classes with you. It was
That's
awesome.
cool. That's really cool.
He worked at the Second City in Toronto.
Nice.
Wow.
It was good times.
So
Wait,
yeah,
so
you're going
Majora's
with
Mask.
Phantom Hourglass. Majora's
I'm,
Mask.
I'm going with Phantom Hourglass. Oh no, I'm going with Spirit Tracks.
Spirit
Phantom
Tracks. Yeah,
Hourglass
Spirit
was
Tracks
fine.
is
It was a
worse,
fine
yeah.
game. I think Spirit Tracks was like, I was like,
It
why
was
am I on a
worse.
train right
Yeah.
now? This is so weird.
I didn't like Majora's Mask, which I know is like the hot take in a world where like fucking Tumblr exists, and it's like, oh my god, you gotta love this.
There's
game.
aliens in that game,
Because
man.
it's dark and moody. Fuck off. I was 16 when this game came out.
So you're pretty dark and moody when. it
Yeah,
came out.
I was listening to like Rage Against the Machine. I was fat. I had long hair to here. I was gross, and that game did not help my fucking anxiety or
Nope.
my
God, yeah.
insomnia.
3-day bullshit.
And with the 3-day bullshit with the moon coming down at you, it was really stressful. And I also felt it was a lazy game. Like it was impressive in that in a short amount of time, a 2-year turnaround for a Zelda game, which never
Was
happens.
it 2 years or 1
Yeah.
year?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was less than
Yeah.
2 years. Yeah, because like Ocarina came out in '98.
Yep.
And then Majora's came out in
That
2000.
late? It came out in the N64.
Yeah.
98.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy.
Majora's Mask came out in 2000.
Yeah,
April
and-
27th. Let me see.
Because that was the end of N64 then.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I felt so let down because I loved the series. Like, I loved Link's Awakening. My
A year and
first
a
one
half.
was Zelda 2. Yeah, it was a year and a half dev
Wow.
cycle, and so they used,
they used
so
a lot of
many
the same assets,
which
yeah.
is fair. I get, and I liked the
Especially since
the
it's like an
mask
altered
system.
reality.
Yeah,
Too. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like the mask system was cool, and that was interesting, and they've reused that idea a couple other times. It was just so stressful,
Yeah.
and it was a short game. I just don't think it deserves the acclaim that it gets. It's like
Sure.
it's like the Eagles of the Zelda world. Like it's like the band that gets way too much hype and just doesn't deserve it. That's right. I don't like the Eagles either. Fuck
Oh
you.
my. Controversial.
We're gonna get a lot of downvotes today.
We're gonna get.
Yeah, we're gonna get a YouTube strike. He doesn't like the Eagles.
The Eagles are gonna comment on our video.
Yeah, exactly.
Say,
The
fuck
ones,
off,
the ones who are
assholes.
alive.
Hi.
Majora's Mask was the best game.
Imagine. That'd be so.
I remember Majora's Mask, like the start of that game, very like vividly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever played it, but
You've met
pretty
with a
striking.
terrible
Oh, the
fate,
backflips.
haven't
You
you?
met with a.
How can you
terrible
hate the
fate.
backflips?
and then
When you're jumping from tree to tree and he's doing like, whoa, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, my experience with Majora's Mask is that I really wanted to love that game because there's a lot about it I liked, but it just felt too. They didn't really guide you to where you need to go, and
Yeah.
they only gave you like this time limit. So I just felt like I was always rushing, and like I never really took the time to kind of like watch, like look for things,
figure
and-
things out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a dark game, and I liked the story, and I like Skull Kid. I like the whole weird giants holding up the moon. Like that was fun.
was
Yeah,
cool shit.
that was some serious like
Trippy.
late '90s, early 2000s anime shit.
Also, I think
Like,
you can't forget the side quests in that game.
Oh,
were
yeah.
pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
That one romance one. What were the names?
like helping the people get to get. Yeah.
Yeah, there was one in particular that I can't remember the name now. Shit. Let me look this up.
It was like at Romani Ranch or something. No, that's different. But there were redeeming qualities because like that's the thing. It's like fuck, it's gonna be controversial again. Like, it's like saying there's a bad Star Wars movie. Yeah, there are bad Star Wars movie, but even the worst Star Wars movie is still a
still
good,
a Star Wars.
fun movie.
Yeah.
Like compared to other movies, it's still gonna be good and fun.
Yeah.
And so like a bad Zelda game is still a good game.
Yeah,
it's
of
just
course.
not a good Zelda game. Yeah, fuck Spirit.
Yeah, we're all huge Zelda fans.
Yeah.
But we've kind
Like,
of we forced ourselves to
no.
pick our favorite and pick a least favorite.
Yeah.
Cafe and
So that's what it
Anju.
was.
That
you were
was
just waiting
it.
to flash that.
Oh
weren't you?
yeah. What's that?
You were just waiting to flash that.
I was. Yeah. Flash my ink.
All right. Well, is there anything else we wanted to say, or do you think?
Skyward Sword looks like pee.
Well, thank
We're
you
gonna
s-
R. Kelly you so hard.
Well, thank you so
As
much
soon
for
as this
joining
camera
us.
Gets beat off, I'm gonna come on the next podcast episode and just fucking black and blue in the face.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm never talking again.
Well, thanks so much for joining us.
Words
Garrett and I
so
were
easy.
drinking Jameson whiskey, Irish whiskey.
And how do you
Dan was-
prepare that?
it's straight with some ice cubes in it.
Good man.
Just to kind of water it down a little
A
bit.
little bit of, yeah.
I'm drinking Brewdog Punk
Brewdog.
IPA.
Yeah.
This was pretty good.
Don't help Febreze.
Yeah.
So. Bye.
Fuck out.